Hey, Ag Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video, and this one is going to be end of the season care for baskets. So what I've got behind me is one of my baskets. It is the end of the season, so it looks really ratty. That's why I'm taking care of it this year, but it did get about 6 feet long, and today's a cleanup day. So the leaves are coming off the trees, the frost has been happening, and it's just time to get ready for the holiday season. So a lot of people ask me, well, what do I do with my basket at the end of the year? Well, it really depends on how your basket is set up and what your grower did for you ahead of time. So the first thing that I'm going to do on this basket is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to take a pair of clippers and I'm just going to clip off all of the branches. Okay. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to come in and clip off all of the branches and I'm going to make that just kind of fall to the ground. So I'm going to find any leader in there and just trim them off. And this basket will start going down. And just regular hand pruners are enough for that. I didn't put this on the ground just because it's going to be easier for me to get stuff to fall away with these. And I'll just come in here and just give it a haircut. Okay, so like that, all the way down. Get all of that plant material off of there. It's going to keep going. Almost done. There we go. So we've got that basket now pruned, and all of the major plant material is now on the ground. So the next thing with these, now I've talked about how when I raise baskets, I use a waxed pulp. Okay, so that is a paper fiber that's infused with, it's paper fiber infused with paraffin. So what we're going to do next is we're going to deal with the root ball and the pot. Here we have a basket now on the ground, and we're going to go into the next spot of what you should be doing on your basket. The pulp baskets, there's a metal hanger where the wire is just wrapped around, and it goes through these brass eyelets right here that are pressed into the pulp. It keeps it from pulling out when the basket gets heavy, but this wire is just wrapped around. So it can be undone. So we're going to come in here, grab that wire, and it's just a single wrap around there. It's almost like the granny knot of wire. So you can just pull those wires out of the eyelets. And on these baskets, there are 4 eyelets. So we're going to come in and we're going to unwire all 4 of those. There's eyelet number 2. You can see those brass eyelets there now. Oh, the other thing while we get there, don't forget to take all of those tags out. So those tags can come out. We're going to come in here to our next eyelet and unwrap that one. Pull that one out, and then we've got one more in here that will unwrap. That one pulled out much easier. Okay, so there we go. Now we have our harder stuff in here. So we have our wire, we have our tags. If you really want to get down to it, you can push in on these and break them off and pull out the brass eyelets, although they're fairly small. They're almost inconsequential. Let's try this, see if that's easier for it. Sorry, it was moving around so much. So with this basket, I've now got it out of there. So to get the root ball out, I just kind of push on the sides. Hold it upside down and shake it, and the root ball comes out. And then you have just your waxed pulp. This piece here, it has a little bit more plant material on it. It's got our potting mix. We can take this and we can throw it in our mulch pile. You can put it in your yard waste. Most places will accept this as a yard waste. So all of this debris will go in there. For those of you that live in more rural areas, this is waxed pulp. A small section of this See if I can tear off a piece. Small section of that torn off is a really, really good fire starter. So if you use wood heat, don't get rid of this. If you don't use wood heat, this can go in your mulch pile. And this is just wax and paper fiber. So that wax and paper fiber can go right into your mulch pile. And it'll take about 6 months, and then this will be completely gone. The only thing that'll be left will be these little tiny brass eyelets. And again, if you really want to, you can go in and you can pick out the brass eyelets. Right? So let me show you another one of those. So I can come in right where I've got this brass eyelet. And I bend it. So I bend it, and then I go in and I just pull the brass eyelet out. Now this is 100% biodegradable. That can go in there. Your root ball can go in your waste bin again. The metal, this can go in your recycling bin. And the tags, have a recycling code. There you go. Have a recycling code on them too. So those can also go in recycling. I'll go ahead and stop this video here, and then I'll do a video on decommissioning one of these plastic pots. Hope you learned something. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.